Titch?
Right, good evening guys, welcome back to the channel. Don't worry, Emily hasn't grown, I haven't shrank, it's just my chair's like a foot shorter than yours.
Oh, you're such an idiot.
Right, so this week's vlog is going to be all about our costs for travelling and how much van life costs and how much it costs to travel in a van, whatever you want to call it. We're going to go through that.
For us.
For us, yeah, so bear in mind that for everybody it will be different. So a lot of people are going to say, well, we can do it for half the price, it cost us double than that. This is how much it's cost us, and if you've been following along with our normal vlogs, you'll see the kind of travelling that we've been doing, and I'll go through it a little bit as we go through just to explain how much, you know, why things are cost extra and why things are cost less.
Yep.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay, now over to you because I've got sod all clue about the money.
Well, right, so I'll quickly cover our fixed costs because, again, everybody's fixed costs are different. So we've got our van insurance, which is £70 a month. We've got the van tax, which is £23.18 a month. We've got our phone bills, which is £58 a month. Yes, I know it's expensive, but I like a phone. And our Wi-Fi, which is £28 a month. So, and that's the little SIM that goes in. Obviously.
£58 a month, mine's only £18 a month.
Anyway, moving on. So the total...
£40 a month for your phone.
The total for our fixed costs is £179.18.
So that's our fixed cost that we would assume most people would have to pay. Obviously, we've got other things like that, but yeah, for the bare necessities for living and travelling in a van, that's the basics.
And obviously, we've got, like, you know, back here, AJ and Summer to like think of and their bloody costs, but
pet insurance, vets bills, yada yada.
You don't need to know that anyway. So, right, then going on to the things that we've spent throughout the month. So on to food, the essential food, the food that we eat for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and snacks, because I'll sneak it in with that as well.
Oh, you put snacks, you haven't done separate snacks?
No, I've done treats.
Snacks and treats, you've got two different categories for snacks and treats.
No, snacks comes in with food, with essential food. That's essential.
So what's treats?
Treats are like if you've had a McDonald's, or if we've eaten out, or if we've bought some nice chocolates and stuff. That's treats.
Nice chocolates are snacks.
They're not. Anyway, this is meant to be a short video. Shut up. Right, so the essential food, we spent £264.59 last month, and this is done on a 31-day calendar month as well. That's how I've done it. So, and then we've got our services, i.e. laundry, airs, parking, that type of stuff. We spent £35.21 on that.
And most of that I would say was probably laundry.
Yeah, there was
There's only one air, we paid for water, wasn't there?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
We paid, what, €4 or something?
€3? Yeah, and the parking was Carcassonne.
Oh, yeah, and that was like £4 as well. So just short of £30 of that was laundry.
Yeah.
But again, we've got a big wet smelly dog, so our laundry cost is probably a little bit more than most.
Yeah, and we probably have to do a little bit more washing, a little bit more often, so yeah. Camping and accommodation, we done 2 campsites within this month. I put camping accommodation because, you know, you might want an Airbnb, who knows? £26.18, which I don't think is too bad, is it?
No.
That's one night that we'd spent on two
separate sites, and that was with electric, water, everything, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So just short of €15 on average per night. Just to let you know, campsites out here, you've got ridiculously expensive, which are great. They've got pools and all this, but you're talking like some of them 40, 50, €60 a night.
Oh, just
You need to look for the little independent ones if you want to do it for cheap. Now, they're not amazing.
Yeah, but they're not bad either.
Oh, they're not bad. They're quaint and they're quirky, and if you want a hot shower and a bit of electric, they're absolutely fine.
Yeah, that's it. One night to get some stuff done and everything. Perfect. Fuel and LPG, or GPL, or whatever you want to call it, we spent £296.62. So that's actually higher than what we're going to spend in this month's budget, but we done an awful lot of driving last month because of the weather and us wanting to get through France into Spain.
Yeah, and not just a lot of driving, but a lot of non-fuel efficient driving. So if you watched our early vlogs in France, we was up and down and through the Alps and international parks and all sorts, so it was not fuel efficient at all. In fact, there was a whole week where I don't think I got out of third gear, not once.
It's true.
But of that cost, I think only about £7 was LPG.
Yeah, it was about £7.
Yeah, to fill our LPG tank up cost us £7, so 209.
No, it was 13.
Sorry, it was £13. So to fill so the rest £285 was fuel. So that was our biggest cost. Well, no, not if you had food and treats together.
Yeah, so that's food, essential food, and fuel was our biggest outgoing. And then I have done a separate bit for treats. And like I was saying to Louise, that's like posh chocolates, having coffee and croissants, pain au chocolat, that type of thing where we've gone out and done something, was £49 and 69p. And I probably think that if the pandemic wasn't going on, I'd probably allow a little bit more for that because I'd want to go to a few more coffee shops and things like that. And
yeah, probably a bit more for those things and a bit less for fuel because you probably move a bit less.
Yeah.
But because we don't like being surrounded by people and we don't want to draw attention to us, we're moving quite a bit, aren't we? So
yeah, that's it. So I think it would have gone up a little bit, and yeah, the fuel would have gone down a little bit, and it might even it out. But yeah, that's what it's been so far. And then I've done a bit for miscellaneous things that just loads of other little bits and stuff.
Crisps. Biscuits.
No, we've got that. That's food. That's essential. That's essential items.
Okay, miscellaneous.
Yeah, so things like transaction charges, tolls that you done. Last month it was £27 and 24p. So that was quite a bit, I thought.
Yeah, weren't a lot of that tolls though. We've been on
Yeah,
one toll road
it was
in total,
ridiculous.
and it was £19 for about 50 miles. So we've just avoided toll rolls altogether. All right, you could argue that puts your fuel cost up, but we come to travel to see things, not to sit on a motorway. So
no, exactly. And by avoiding the tolls, we've seen some
some awesome places.
Yeah, pretty epic views and stuff. So definitely worth it. Unless you want to just get there.
Yeah, if you've got
Fair
somewhere
enough.
in mind, it might be better off flying down the motorway, but not for us.
Yeah.
So the total cost for what we'd call the travel essentials, the things that everyone's going to have to spend on, maybe minus the treats and snacks, is £699 and 53p.
Yep.
So £700 a month, roughly, for the travelling. And then our bills are, like I say, £180. So it gives you a grand total of
878.71. I don't think that's bad. That's less than what we thought.
That would be to live. The only thing, that would be to live. So if we wanted to do this full time, all of the time, we would need to find £878 and 71p. And most of you are probably thinking, wow, that's my mortgage and council tax. Just that. So as a way of living, it's bloody cheap, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd still probably say £1,000 because obviously we have.
Yeah, we have the animals to consider. So for us, it might cost about £1,000 a month.
Yeah.
But then what Emily's also done, we've actually been out here for 7 weeks at the time of recording this, so she's done a weekly average. Because we've slowed down a bit and Spain's been slower and less hilly, it just gives you a better average of what it's costing us. And is that including our fixed bills?
Yes.
Yeah? So for us, it would cost an average of £215 per month, excluding any pet costs.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're looking at...
Not a month, a week.
A week, £215
I
a week.
wish it was that a month.
And then obviously, if the El Snacko Bandito cut things down a bit, if she cut the snacks down, it's £50 a month just on treats.
That's I don't know. You're not getting these categories, are
Let me
you?
check the timer on here.
Oh, God. You got 19 minutes, you said.
You've got 11 minutes left.
Yeah, exactly. So let me just reiterate the categories again. You've got food,
which includes your breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks.
They already know the categories.
Well, you clearly don't understand them.
Services, i.e. laundry, airs, parking. Then you've got camping or accommodation. Then you've got fuel and LPG. Then you have treats, which are posh chocolates, coffees out, any food out, or anything like that, fast food restaurants. Then you've got miscellaneous, and that can be transaction charges and tolls. That's what I had last month. That's the categories.
Is that all right?
It's fine. Look, I'm just in this video to look pretty, let's be honest.
You need to try harder.
Okay, guys, so hopefully that has given you a rough idea of what it costs to travel as we have. Like I say, if you want to see more of the sort of things we've been doing, because we've not been going to public places, you know, things that you have to pay to go in and all
No.
that sort of thing. 2 reasons, one being the obvious COVID, they're either not open or we don't want to go. And the second reason is we've got AJ, so
Yeah.
most of our activities are like hiking. I've got the kayak now, so kayaking.
Oh, don't worry, that wasn't in this bloody thing, was it?
So yeah, we don't do anything like that. So if you want to add that in, it's obviously going to cost a bit more. But like I say, we have been travelling quite quickly, or we've been doing a lot of driving, should I say.
Yeah.
So you could, if your thing is to drive somewhere and sit in one spot for 6 weeks, then obviously that 6 weeks is going to cost you considerably less than what our 6 weeks has cost. But for us, travelling kind of means travelling. I don't think we'd really be sitting around stationary in too many places for that sort of length of time. So
No.
yeah, it is going to vary, but yeah, like I say, if you are basing this on the kind of travelling we've been doing and the places we've been going, the driving we've been doing and the things we've been seeing, that is a rough guideline for you for the costs in France and in Spain.
Yeah.
Spain, much cheaper than in fuel than France, just bear that in mind.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think the food is pretty much the same. Well, to be fair, I spent quite a bit more on food already.
You need a third category,
It's
don't you?
like, I need to do a little bit more Courtney. But yeah, so that's pretty much it.
No,
No?
no, you've got to do a whole section now on how we're funding our trip.
Oh. You've just sprung that on me, haven't you?
So basically, now I told you in the last vlog, at the end of the last vlog, I said, in fact, I'm going to drop it in now.
Comments or send us a message on social media and we'll put them in the vlog on Wednesday.
Yeah, so we're going to go through the costs of our first month, how much roughly we're spending, and a little bit about how we're funding our trip, because you're all asking that as well. At the end of our last vlog, I say, and most of you guys have been asking how we've been funding our trip, and that's how you know that's going to be in this video.
Yeah, but I generally don't know when you talk.
Okay, so it's dead simple. So this trip, we are funding it. So Emily, back in the UK, she had a conventional job in like an office, and because of COVID, obviously everyone was forced to do that job remotely from home, and because her work isn't as busy as it would normally be, they've extended that and let her carry on working from the van on the road. So at the minute we have a fixed good income that is literally paying for this trip. For any future trips that we might embark upon, or bigger trips or anything that we might do in the future, we'll be doing that from savings. So the reason being, initially we want to travel without the stress of work, perhaps. What? I've said maybe. Oh, so because you're nudging me with your knee.
Oh, no, so I'm fidgeting.
Oh. I don't even know where I was.
You love making videos with me,
I
don't you?
hate making videos with you.
That's not nice, is it?
Okay, so yeah, for any future trips that we might embark upon, or any big trips or anything like that, it will be savings. We do make a little bit of money from YouTube, but not, you know, not enough to cover, well, not even enough to cover your snacks and treats bill, if I'm honest. And we make a little bit from affiliate links, and what that means is if you click any of the links in our videos or in the video description and then make a purchase, be it that or something else, we get a very small kickback, and it is a very small kickback, and it doesn't cost you any extra, and we get a little bit of money from that. So
And every penny helps towards the snack cupboard, so
every penny does help
much
towards-
appreciated.
It does. But yeah, so there's many ways to fund your trip. Lots of people do it differently. I think if we're going to do this long term, you'll look for a remote income, a permanent remote income. I'll carry on making and editing the videos, and hopefully we'll be able to make a few more quid off of that. And you know, the costs show you don't need that much to be able to live this lifestyle.
No, especially if you do sort of not go out and do all the stuff and go to attractions and that, or if you kind of like budget for what you can have and stuff. So
and travel slowly, because really you don't
Yeah.
want to be rushing around because there's so much to bloody see. So
yeah, and yeah, like Louise said, maybe just a few less snacks could.
my biggest bit of advice for anyone who's young or even older that's watching this and wants to live this lifestyle is, if you're young enough yet that you haven't got any, don't get debt. And if you've got some, before you even try and do this, get rid of it, because it's so much easier, isn't it? Well,
But yes, it is.
it's true,
easier.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
we-
because you don't then have to worry about trying to find that money to pay for that if you haven't got an income coming in.
Yeah.
So
Like the van's paid for, so we haven't got to find the money for that. We haven't got outstanding debt from the past. So our fixed costs, which were 179 quid, that's pretty cheap. So
yeah, it is. Yeah, no, that's it. you know, we've all been there. We've had debt and stuff and that, and it's just about clearing it off and starting fresh.
And on that note, folks, we will probably leave
I feel like we've just proper waffled about absolute.
It's your look. This is what we had to work from. That is the grand spreadsheet that you presented me with this morning and said, right, I'm ready to film the cost video. Are ya? Oh, and if you're wondering where we are in a national park in central Spain, and it is stunning. But more about that in probably 2 vlogs time, actually, because we've got so much filmed from last week that on Sunday we want to show you guys that. So we will see you guys
On Sunday.
on Sunday. And if you found this video interesting,
Please consider hitting the subscribe button, giving us a thumbs up, and dinging the bell.
yeah, ding the bell.
Yeah.
Why not?
Get notified when these come through.
I run through the money.